Let's rock and roll. Let's see, we don't care about that. So let's see. Check, 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 check. We ought to be Gucci now. Let's see here. Start streaming. Go. Boom. Get shareable link. Stream links. Boom. GM. Working up plan live on stream. Let's have a great week. All right, we're going to do some top-down analysis right quick. You're not worried about the markets open already. I got a little extra rest in. Feeling good, feeling great. Huge gap down to start the week. Huge wick on last week's weekly candle. Consequent encroachment. 3 clicky clickers clicking around. Yeah, price is gonna want to fiddle with this gap for sure. Let's see. That is going a little slow there. Let's close this down. What can you really say about this chart other than it's basically about trending down currently? This looks like a channel. This looks like a channel. 4-hour chart. Huge gap down. Same scenario. A little bit of the middle of the range. Probably a failed breakout to the upside, or a break and possibly a retest / rejection off of middle of the gap, middle of last week. Probably not a bad idea to measure the middle of this larger range here. Actually, let's call it this range. Let's go 50%. Thicken it up a little bit because it's a higher time frame. Boom. And down to the 1 hour. So what do we expect price to do? Let's go back to the daily candle right quick. Pin bar ready. Price push. All right, so we started failing. Broke this trend line, pushed up, did not take this out, then failed hard again. Spent all week trying to get back to the top and failed hard again. So let's see. Very tricky to call this. Just don't see it a lot. This type of whatever this is, market reacting to tariffs, etc. So, therefore, my analysis will be very simple. Downward pressure. Just out of curiosity, let's see what the model is. Downward pressure. Upside model, surprisingly. It's funny how that happens. Yeah. This is initial imbalance here on the 1 minute. All right, we're up into the new week opening gap. Looks like we got a channel breakout slash channel top working there. Tempted to sell this right now, but I'm not ready to trade yet, so I can't just enter a trade. A little bit of a trigger, new week opening gap, top-ish of channel. But we don't know what we're in store for yet today, do we? And that's why you don't just jump into trades before you're really done with everything. Because then before you even start, you take a loss, which it's not necessarily a bad trade. You just want to be fully prepared, All right. Let's see what we got. Yo. Okay, stream is excellent condition. All right. Okay, let's see. Top-down analysis is done. Just need to finish filling out my game plan here. Shorts, longs. Let's see. Higher time frame, 50%. I'll look for a short. Let's put the opening range gap on, which is going to be massive. Opening range gap. Close to open. Open range gap. Back to electronic trading hours. Let's measure out 50% of this move. We do have some liquidity there. So should I be looking for a reversal short here? Let's get some volume on this chart. Kind of keep our pulse on all the things. Okay. All right, let me set up my contracts in my 80-60 regular stop, one contract, MNQH5, MNQH5. Let me log into my brokerage account. That would help today. There we go. All right. 320. So 260 is my stop limit. Nice reversal candle here. Look at this. I don't know if it's going to work, but nope. You lost if you sell this. It's a really pretty looking candle. As of now, price is acting like it wants to sort of let this bullish channel play out. I anchored this top one to this swing here. It lines up with that, so I'll just go with that for now. Inside down closed bar, internal liquidity sweep. If price pushes back up here, shorting 50% of that is interesting. Price is going down, but volume is decreasing. So that's not too convincing for me yet. Let's get, just for fun, see where the pivots are at. Alright, let's turn some gaps on. Do have an unfilled gap below and above. There we go, failing on volume. The fact that this bullish bar failed to really take out more than one high was enough to signal a resumption of the bearishness. All right, anyway, the 20 and the initial imbalance are lining up nicely. I am looking at, do I not have this? All right, I don't want to get too distracted with it. I wanted to get the SMT with NQ on here just for fun. I'm trying to work with that. Super aggressive to enter in this candle. Let's see. Okay, ticker contracts, accounts. We got the right accounts. We got the right contracts. We got the right orders. Everything is just honky dory right now. Initial imbalance. Let's arrange on here. Yeah, you got to be really careful trying to pick this bottom. Pre-market low. Something is telling me not to go long today. Could it be the ginormous gap down and the fact that we're failing just after open? If anything, we might have a range day. We might chop around the middle here, in which case I still want to play the odds chopping down. And having just said that, you already know I want to take this long signal here. Just my nature. I love contrarian trading. I don't know. I mean, I say I love it. It's more like it's just my personality. So it just comes natural to me. Inside. All right. So pretty nice looking reversal on the 1 minute candle. Ticks to low 100. So 50-point risk on one trade. No, thank you. If anything, I'm halfway inclined to just, like I said, look for a short. We're back above initial imbalance, so yeah, this is the kind of short that I want to look for, something like this, but maybe one more push up before you trust it. Can't be ready to trust it just yet. Let's see, we'll keep this. Yeah, so we put an upper wick on the daily candle. We're not gonna force this. I don't want to be chasing price here. That's a cliffhanger to my eye. So I'm inclined to find a short somewhere around there. Tiger, go in your door. Don't do that. Mm-mm. My cat's got a cat door, and he'll still scratch to be let in the door. And I'm like, dude, just scooch, You know what I'm saying? All right, very, very eager slash tempted to find a short entry right here. I need to be able to define my risk, and I need some kind of trigger. This is a drop-based drop. I'm almost certain of it. I mean, it doesn't have to take this liquidity, but probably falls here, and then I guess we'll see. Need some kind of trigger. Doji. There we go. That's what I thought was going to happen. Can't be too eager. A little bit of a bear flag kind of, a bull flag kind of thing happening. All right, yep. Initial imbalance would have been an entry, but you got to be super aggressive and just enter in that wick because you didn't get a trigger candle. So this is kind of what I was thinking too. We fail here, but don't get all the way here. Frustrate people one more time. Push up, and then at some point, we will actually get down into this level. This is 31, 40 points almost. That's kind of nice. Would be nice to get a good chunk of that. All right. Just have to see what the trading gods have in store for us today. Wouldn't mind seeing a push up here and a reversal candle somewhere. One of these levels that I like. And let's see on the 1 minute. Kind of want to be mindful of this gap. Could be something. So really, really aggressive entry in this wick. That is a trigger if I ever seen one, but it's so big. That's a short trigger right there, my friends. The risk was just too big though for me. That's what I said. You super aggressive entry in this wick right here. A little bit of turtle soup for these boys. Eternal liquidity taken. Beautiful reversal trigger. Boom. So shorten 50% of this range, which is also 50% of that range, which is also not a coincidence as far as I'm concerned. All right. Let's go ahead and swing that to this. Actually, let's get rid of that. Swing that to this. Swing that to that. And put this right there. All right. I need that SMT thing. I want to start using that. Let's see. SMT. Trade for opportunity. Boom. We want this to be 1. We want this to be in Q. And we want the line width to be 1. All right. Man, that was nice. That was just a little too much risk. I might, let's see what the volatility looks like. I might just be in a situation where I have to be willing. A little bit elevated volatility for sure. The average is 18. $72. 98. Yeah, the average candle range right now. Yeah, we'll have to see. Consequent encroachment of that really long wick here. We could be chopping. It's Monday, so we could be in a seek and destroy scenario where let's just for fun get an institutional line on the chart. The first one is lower high, higher low, contraction line. Honestly, it's this right there. So we have up, down, up, down, up, down, up, coming for down. We're still aiming for the down. 50% of this swing lining up with the institutional level for a continuation down. Here you got the moving averages and a few things in play. You got your target liquidity here. Also the this is the seek and destroy target too. So a short signal here could be interesting. Imbalance here, initial imbalance there. Aggressive entry in the wick is very risky actually, because you've already taken out both. This is the lows, pre-market lows. This could be enough right here just to send the market up. Let's see though. Inside down close, manageable risk. Pushing up though, not closing inside. There we go. That's why you wait for the close. This looks like a trigger right there. We're above initial imbalance, so I want to be careful. We're getting back above the moving averages. Don't want to just take any signal. Definitely need a short signal. That's more of a doji than a hammer. A shooter. Let's see, now we're getting 2 wicks. Volume's picking up. Market's pushing up. Touched off here at this liquidity, and boom. To this imbalance I was looking at earlier, inside down close, almost, not quite. Big volume here, but huge wick at the top of the bar, and we're reversing on the next candle. Little hard to call this. Tempting to try a long now from 50% of this swing as a reversal to go back up in today's gap. But yeah, look at this. I think we're just really, the market is genuinely a little weak right now. We don't need too many lines on the chart. Let's just understand that 50% of these ranges is around there. Just stay diligent with our channels. They are helpful. Let's see. Tempting to go long. Right here in initial imbalance. pretty decent wick on the bottom of this candle. Price failed to go through, and that's 50% to the T of the swing. Just kind of feels better to get short, if you know what I'm saying. Just got to do it intelligently, based on definable risk. A couple of confluences. You want an actual setup that you're looking at here. I mean, it's Monday. You're in the middle of the range, and it's just insane gap down day. This looks like a nice bull flag that we got going here, though. Looks like a nice bull flag. Let's see. Inside down close on the 30. All right. That was super fast. I forgot that the news was coming, and I took the cleanest pre-news trade. Jeez, I forgot to mark news on my chart. But that was about the fastest winning trade you'll ever see. Let's see what kind of fill I got. I got filled right at the institutional line. And let's see my exit. A little bit of luck. I need to put on my checklist to draw the news. Draw news. Let's see. So it's Monday. Market is very hard to read. Caught literally the lightning trade. That might be enough for me to just move on to some research for the rest of the day. I don't expect to be able to make too much sense of this market for too long. Obviously, we could just hit a downtrend, just have a trend day to the downside. Midnight open is here. So this is the upper wick on a potentially negative candle. So there is still some opportunity to get a good short price. However, what this big gap we got kind of, I just honestly, I don't know. I don't know what applies to today. I don't trust too much of my analysis. I would say we want to kind of fill this gap up here. Interestingly, 50% of the gap matches 50% of the higher time frame range. Touching this liquidity, and it's lining up with the 200, possibly lining up with the bottom of this channel as well. Could be interesting for a long, but you are catching a knife, right? Which can be done, just not always, almost never without some pain. All right, inside up close candle right at this liquidity. That's a very low risk trade for the amount of volatility in this market. That's 16 points, $16 worth of risk, but you lost unless you had, a 1-to-1, 2-to-1. All right, so touching, just touching that 200 and putting in a nice reversal long candle. And if the hour does want to flip of the hourly wick and push up, but this hour has a nice wick to the downside. OBS Studio reconnection successful. What's up with that? Check, check, check. Looks like we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and take my win and call it a day and do some research here. Yes, sir. All right. Y'all have a good one. I'm gonna journal my one trade, and that'll be a wrap.